People don't think cheerleading is a sport. I've had numerous arguments with people throughout my cheerleading career about why cheerleading is just as much a sport as football, soccer, basketball. Although cheerleading isn't exactly like football and you're not colliding, hitting heads with other people, cheerleading is just as intense. I mean, you're literally throwing a human being into the air without any protection, just the hope that somebody will catch it. Today, I'm going to explain the different aspects of cheerleading, improper and proper ways to cheer, the benefits of the sport, and hopefully, by the end of it, you'll understand how difficult and challenging the sport can actually be. So first off, the different aspects include sideline chanting, dancing, and my ultimate favorite, stunting. To start off, chanting is basically yelling out phrases to pump up the crowd and the players on the team you're rooting for. It's performed in unison with your team, and it's important to be loud, be sharp, and most importantly, smile. So for example, let's go Tigers. Let's go Tigers. One more, let's go Tigers. Woohoo! Next, dancing is a lot more fun than chanting in my opinion, and I'm going to play a routine that we did in high school. Oh, wait, where's the sound?
Oh, it's not on the gray box.
You have to plug in the aux cord.
No, she's got the.
So as I've mentioned in my previous speech, I absolutely love dancing. Whether it's a routine like this or just making my own moves to a beat, music or dancing has become a huge passion of mine. Last but not least, we have stunting. Stunting, there are 4 different positions in stunting. You have the 2 bases, which basically hold, lift, and toss the top flyer into a stunt. And then you also have the back spot, which their main job is to make sure that the top person doesn't injure their head or their shoulders, just in case they fall down. And then you have the flyer, which is what I did in high school, and you basically just get thrown around everywhere. There are so many creative ways to stunt and be thrown into the air. Some are very easy, and others are more challenging and more dangerous than others. Stunting at first for me was extremely scary and hard to get used to. I mean, anyone's first instinct to getting thrown into the air is just to freak out and start moving everywhere. But I soon realized that freaking out actually made my chances of getting caught much more slim. Because who wants to catch someone who's just whacking their arms all over the place? As stated in an article by Angelo Bagnello titled Cheerleading Injuries, cheerleading is a rapidly growing sport. And with the increase of gymnastic-like maneuvers, the injury rates are also growing. The most common injuries experienced are the strain and sprain of the ankle, neck, lower back, knee, and wrist. I've had a fair couple, they've dropped me a lot of times throughout my 2 years, especially like the head ones. Those really suck. But I mean, I've like hurt them as well, like coming down, like accidentally slapping them across the head or something. But just as long as you guys are like apologize and like all of that, you'll be fine. In the article titled An Assessment of Injuries in College Cheerleading, the Consumer Product Safety Commission estimated that 4,952 hospital emergency room visits in 1980 were due to cheerleading injuries. By 2002, that number quadrupled. So you might ask, what's the best way to prevent injuries? According to the article, what goes up must come down. Body mechanics are key. So it's important that the bases are properly trained on the lifting techniques. They need to bend at the knees and push up through the legs, and to avoid lordosis, they need to make sure that they're keeping their back in the straight alignment while lifting in the arms. So they need to be straight like these two and not like these because they're not using the proper areas of their body. In addition, the article mentions that warm-ups and conditioning are highly important since stretching out or working beforehand are helpful in achieving the required range of motion that cheerleading entitles. And another way to prevent injury is to make sure that everyone's wearing the proper attire. So tennis shoes, tight-fitting clothing, and most importantly, no jewelry. It's especially important to not wear jewelry just because the sharp edges could hurt someone, and a piercing could also just accidentally be ripped out. So a lot of the reasons that I personally think injuries exist in cheerleading sport is because the NCAA, the Injury Surveillance System, which is the largest college athlete injury database, doesn't recognize cheerleading as a sport. And basically this database is research used to prevent injury, or like ways to prevent injury. So if nobody's really researching cheerleading injuries, then nobody's really learning how to prevent them. So this is me. Cheerleading throughout high school was very beneficial to me. It definitely made me more confident, it brought my self-esteem up, and it really brought me out of my shell. Yakes K.L., the author of A Comparison of Self-Esteem Levels on Competition Cheerleaders, states that a number of research studies have indicated that students who participate in athletic teams have higher self-esteem levels than those that don't. And to me, it was just a really satisfying feeling to be in front of everyone, have all the eyes on you, and nail a stunt, cheer, or dance that you've been working weeks on. Yeah, cheerleading is really dangerous at times, but I'm glad I took the risk, and I hope that you all understand the complexity of this sport and how much it truly offers.